Okay, I'm like looking at this thing. It says view and pin products from my catalog. Do I even have a catalog on Facebook? I don't think I do. I know that I do have an online store. I'm just reaching over to get something. I do have an online store um, at oklahomahealingconnection.com, but uh, it's something new here, I guess, on Facebook, so I need to go and check that out. So welcome. It's a Monday evening, and my name is Maris, and I'm from Oklahoma Healing Connection. And I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm doing a reading, and I'm like, which deck do I want to use? And the deck that I ended up pulling out was the Green Witch's Oracle deck, so that's the deck that I'm gonna go with, I guess. So got my deck here. Again, it is Monday. It's the first Monday in February. I'm kind of thrilled about that. It's that Monday after the full moon, so we're still in full moon energy through there, at least for a couple more days, right? And I'm asking, show us what we need to know. Show us as the collective community, what do we need to know for this week? What do we need to know for this week? This Monday evening. And you're like, why didn't you do this on Sunday? And I'm like, well, because Monday is my day. Okay, and none of them came flying out, so we're going to go Monday, Monday, Monday. Okay, I'm just going to start with the top, and we'll do a 9-card reading here. 9 cards. And cool. All right, so let's take a look at the very first card here. And that very first card here is time. And time is about presence and self-awareness. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, it is time. I had Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones in the back of my head here singing, time is on my side. But this card is about self-awareness. I'm not going to call it a self-check. I'm going to call it self-awareness. This is a time this week is coming in that allows us to see ourselves in a more authentic perspective. And, and a more authentic perspective. And so when I'm looking at the second card here is potion in its invigoration and empowerment. But I'm going to say this obstacle, this isn't the obstacle position. So when I'm looking at potion in the obstacle position coming in with time, which is about self-awareness, the message that I'm getting here is that we can no longer hide behind the magic potion. We can no longer hide behind the magic potion. So things are changing, things are moving, things are, I don't want to use the word manipulating, but they're manipulating. Now, what I really like is that the help card to this is the Earth card, and that's about peace, that's about grounding, that's about being connected in with the collective. We'll see there's even like the phases of the moon up at the top. So this is about being in a good space. You're in a really good, and I'm going to use the word safe space, to be able to do some self work and look at yourself in a different or a new perspective. Now, the second line of 3 cards, this is going to be all about how our week, the energy flow of that. We already know what's the theme. The theme is about self-awareness and maybe some growth and change, hopefully, being in a good place to allow that to happen. And then autumn is that vibe of intention, how things flow to get to the end result. And we have bounty and balance. And I'm going to say that even though self awareness, self check, self growth is often, we can feel really super, what's the word I want to use, vulnerable in that. Uh, you're very loved, you're very supported. There's a lot of good energy that is flowing in your direction. Okay, what is the hindrance? What is the obstacle? And you'll see that it says soil, and it's about stability and being very simplistic or simplicity with that. And I'm kind of giggling in my head, and I'm like, there's a part of you that is over here going, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We're not saying that it's broken, but it's always good to enhance things that have potential to be better. So even though you're like, well, I'm not broke, so I don't need to be fixed, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're broken. It means that you have potential to be better than where you are right now. You have potential to be better than where you are right now. Now, where does this help come in? And I love the help. It's rosemary. That's about remembrance, loyalty, faithfulness. And I said, don't forget where you're coming from. Don't forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from. Do not allow pride to take over. Do not allow pride to take over. Stay true to who you are in that. And it's like really kind of pounding in, in my head about stay true. Don't forget where you come from. Don't forget the little people when you make it big. They are the reason that you made it big, is all of what I'm going to call all of the little people. And when I mean little people, it's not like little people, but, it's like when people are famous, sometimes they forget where they came from. And they become very disconnected from that simplicity. And this is saying, don't forget where you came from. Remember, about being that foundation. Keep true to that. Now, where is this leading us to? What are we going to expect? And I'm like, some good stuff is definitely what I'm seeing here. The bird is about freedom and opportunity. And you see that those, even, oh, look at that buzzard up there at the top. And that, what is that, a swallow or something? The bird is in flight. It's moving. And I'm looking at these and I'm like, it's about opportunity, the ability, the freedom, the ability to say, this is what I want in life. And this is where we're headed this week. This week is all about that energy, embracing who you are, working through a little bit or a couple of pieces of that quirk. So I'm like, I love this deck. Because I'm like, some of my decks might have been real brutal about this. And this is saying, okay, this is self-awareness. This is self-check. Put yourself into a place where you can really look at who you are. And I love that. Now, Hearth is in our challenge card. And I see safety, comfort, and spiritual connection. But I'm going to say it like this. I'm not paying attention to anything that's here. I'm looking at that fire and it being in the fireplace and it being in a position of, what is that called? Of the challenge, okay? All right, so some of you are going to have to learn to be okay about getting off of that metaphoric couch and going outside and experiencing life as an experience in 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and stop trying to watch it on a screen two-dimensionally because that has impeded your growth of being a balanced human being. So it's like you got to get up and experience life. Sometimes you just can't read about it or watch something about it. Well, I'm going to watch a documentary on Netflix. You've got to go out there and experience it, and that's what it's calling for. Now, where is all of this energy going to lead us to? And we've got the lavender, and I'm like, lavender, we were just talking about that in class tonight, lavender oil. Lavender is all about that peace, that calm, that tranquility, and getting to a place of balance. I like it down there. It says lavender, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. And this week is all about self-care, self-awareness, self-awakening, self-perception, self-recalibration. Recalibration is like my favorite word of the month. This week is going to be a week that has challenges that only we place upon ourselves. So embrace that energy. It's going to be a great time for reflection. It's going to be a great time for growth. You are loved. You are supported. You are loved and you're supported. Good week. Not a lot of conflict unless you make it that way. So I hope to see you very soon. Peace, love, and harmony. Do me a big favor. Love this video. Share it with people. And don't forget to comment. And I hope to hear from you soon.